Hi, Darren here from Bet72.com again. It's Friday, the 11th of December. There's 2 weeks to go until the big day, so that means we've still got 2 weeks of lovely advent calendars for us, and a little bit of an extra pre-Christmas gift today because we've got live Channel 4 racing coming from Cheltenham. That's today and tomorrow. So a few extra offers have come to light today to get stuck into. So obviously I'll keep this one brief because the racing does get off a little bit earlier today just because of the time of year it is, and obviously it does get dark rather quickly, rather early at the moment. But anyway, nothing to sort of darken our door at the moment because the offers are just really flying at the moment. Naturally, we've got a return of the Premiership football again tomorrow, so we'll be straight on top of that as well. So combine that with the additional horse racing offers, one or two other little bits on top, and of course the advent calendar stuff is working really well. I just want to touch on that today. Again, just click on the link below. It will have all the details of the latest actual offers, and again, social media. I'm not going to repeat this every day, but you know, the social media stuff is always there if you want any of the latest stuff, and we tweet that and we post it on Facebook as soon as we get it. So anything you want to know up to date, always pick it up on there. But we had a very successful night last night for two reasons really. One was, first of all, the trading. Again, we've got some more material now which we're putting into our offers schedule ready for the webinars that we're putting together for next week, or kicking those off next week anyway. Certainly we're going to go right away through into next year, and right away, well, from the football point of view, through the season and onto Euro 2016 certainly, because there's a big scope for a lot of profit to be made there. So we had a good set of offers there. We're again utilising the particularly the William Hill Bet20 get free £10, so that worked out well on both the Liverpool and the Tottenham game. And then we had a couple of decent in-play opportunities that were thrown up by the in-play trading scanner, and that's one of the main things that we want to feature in the videos as well when they come up as well. So they'd be well worth watching out for. But needless to say, good profitable night. We've got some screenshots we're going to be putting up on the site, and also talking of screenshots, we had a fantastic cash out from the BetSafe advent calendar offer. This was the one from, trying to think now, I've got to work a day backwards here. This would have been the one from Wednesday, where we spin on Mystery Joker, I think the name of the slot is. There's just so many going on, it's difficult to remember. But anyway, we ended up with free spins, 100 free spins on Christmas Joker slot, which we spun over. They're only 50p spins each one, but we got £47 from those. But they had a 35 times wager requirement associated with them. So that was over £1,600 worth of wagering. So generally, you know, we're not going to get very far really. And there's certain weightings. Obviously, slots are 100% weighting. Other games like blackjack, roulette, things like that, much less. So you'd have to do even more wagering. And again, that's why it's important to look at the terms and conditions and just see exactly what they say about those. So basically, the general idea with that, and it's all free anyway, in the sense of we got these free spins and we got the free money. So the idea here is to just get onto some slots, do some perhaps slightly larger spins, see if we can get the balance up a little bit, and then maybe try and compound that a little bit and get to a point where we can then, looking at the sort of wagering requirement against the expected value given the sort of house edge on the particular slot or slots in general, then to see if we can then sort of grind those out. So what we did is we went over, there's a slot on there, Loaded, it's actually called. I've always found that to be pretty good for wagering. I mean, it's a good fast game to play anyway. It's got autoplay facilities as well, and the bonus rounds are pretty good if you hit them. So we just went on, did a few spins on that. The balance was a little bit up and down to start off with. We hadn't got very far into the wagering. We got all the way down to £2. I think it was almost, we had to adjust our stakes to do what was effectively our last spin. We hit a reasonable sort of win, I think maybe £40-50. We then carried on a little bit more, and then we started hitting, it seemed to just hit a little bit of a purple patch. We picked out a £200 win, shortly after another £169 win. Very quickly we got the balance over £400. I think at its height it was up to 480. And then we were sort of in a position about halfway through the wagering where we decided to see if we could drop the stakes a little bit. I think we dropped them down sort of anywhere between £1.25, £1.75, I think, somewhere in between, and just try to grind the slot out basically on the autoplay, just doing the regular spins. Anyway, the upshot was we cashed out £291. The screenshots are up on Facebook and they were put out on Twitter today, and that was from this literally free spins offer. So first point is the fact that, you know, don't dismiss any of these. There is opportunities there. That's the second significant win that we've had just from the advent calendars from Bet72 alone, let alone any of the others that are actually there. And also you just have to be slightly prepared, and it's quite tough. I think I find it a little bit difficult when I first got into doing some of the slots bonuses and things like that, just purely because you'll see there from the figures, you know, £2 up to £480, back down to I think below £200, and then we got back up over 400, and we ended up settling down on just under £300 profit. So it is quite a roller coaster, and it is difficult in some ways when you see that money, particularly not too bad when you go all the way down to the bottom and you bust out and that's it and you just forget about it and move on. But when you start building up these chunks of money, and then gradually you've still got £700-800 to wager, and you just start chipping away at that because none of that money is touchable. So it's just a different sort of psychology. It's not like if you build up a big sort of bet or big balance in a bookmaker, then again you could just roll that, keep rolling that over, and you know pretty much you're going to preserve a lot of it. You've got very little control over what you can do here. You know, they're all games of chance, games of random. There's no risk-free way of pulling that money out. All you've got to do is find a way and a method of turning that money over as best you can. And there may be better games than that. Like I say, historically you tend to have your own sort of favourites that you pick out on. But like I say, I like the fast gameplay of it, and also the bonus rounds. Like I say, I think the times that I did actually hit these larger wins, the stakes weren't even that high necessarily. It was just because we only had £47 to play with anyway, so I couldn't go sort of mad really with the initial sort of spins, or I would have lasted 3 or 4 spins and I'd have been out. So so it worked very well like that. And as I say, you know, it's all those sort of things that go up. I think the overall wagering probably took about 3 hours, but most of the time it was just an autoplay. We only had to interrupt it when we hit a bonus round because we had to go in and just press a couple of extra buttons, but then we could just kick off the autoplay again. So it works very well, but it's just the actual psychology of it and the mindset. So don't get caught up in this thing of, I nearly had £500 and I've only got £300, I've lost 200, you know, because at the end of the day, A, it's all free money, and B, it's not actually your money till the wagering's complete anyway. And very easily at one stage, like I say, I dropped back below 200 again. I still had £300-400 to wager, and there was that sort of general sort of sinking feeling, but I have seen it before where it just drops and drops and drops, and then you get to say, you try to start changing games, or you up your stake, or you know you lower the stake so it takes even longer, and you start all these little things get into play. So again, I think casino and particularly slot bonuses on their own are well worthy of some additional video content and additional discussion, certainly just to get, because a lot of it is just about the mindset and the psychology, because like I say, you get these big numbers and these big amounts there, and they gradually start to dwindle down, and you can see your money sort of disappearing, and it's quite a hard thing to sort of get your head around and get used to, and particularly if you do end up with a big win and the wagering then just gradually chips away at it and you end up with next to nothing, or in some cases nothing, then it's free money that you've lost. Yeah, it feels like almost like your own money that you've lost, because it's a bit like this is what you could have won and it's been taken away. But obviously in our point of view it worked out well. It doesn't always work out, of course, but again, these are all very low risk type games and strategies. Certainly to qualify it, you know, I can't remember what we lost actually, I'll just go back over the records, but maybe a £5 loss or something like that to qualify it, and we've ended up cashing out nearly £300. So don't dismiss any of these offers. Like I say, they're all there. If anybody wants any more information, info@bet72.com. Got to get on with the racing now. Certainly check out the site. We've got a free as in play. There's no Premier League football tonight, obviously, so the Hills offer isn't on. Check out Sky Bet. They've got a £10 in-play offer on the Wolves Forest game, the Championship game tonight. Expecting a lot more of those as well, because Sky are doing their 10 games in 10 days on the Championship as well. So hopefully Sky Bet are going to kick off with even more offers there as well. But lots to get through. But I hope that's useful about the slots anyway. And if you want any more information, drop me a line and let's get racing. Okay, cheers. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.